All right. Let's try this again. Is this? Yeah. Actually, no. Let me do something real quick. Cause he's just retarded. There we go. Let me double check. So I went and refreshed the stream key, and hopefully people actually get the notification on time. If not, it's whatever. I don't know. I don't know what to tell them. No. Let me just take the watch link and put it in Discord there for folks. So where is it? Let's see. Stupid bot. I deleted that one. Let's see. That's everyone. There you go. Okay. That Discord. All right, folks. What's going on? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if YouTube is cooperating with me today. May or may not be. I'm gonna put on some music and then make some coffee and then maybe shit'll work. I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna see.
the announcement is this. I'm going to be doing a Google Hangout next Friday. Not today, but next Friday. And that particular Google Hangout will be focused on primarily one thing. I'm asking everyone to bring their own personal rap to this particular Google Hangout.
I'm going to expose myself on YouTube. I'm going to make a YouTube video embarrassing myself.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I got to tell you about the fabulous, most groovy
G-Man. You know you're breaking the law right now. I will stomp a mud hole in you, sir. I am not playing, Dragnauct.
My name is G-Man.
You got the audacity. You're going to jail. You got the audacity.
My name is G-Man.
You got the audacity. That's all I got to say. You got the audacity. I stole $3,000. You got the audacity. You got the audacity. Because you don't got no evidence.
My name is G-Man. My name is G-Man.
No big business that I mean.
My name is G-Man. My name is G-Man.
You can't beat me in fighting. You can't beat me in chemistry. You can't beat me in biology. You can't even walk better than me. You can't outrun me. Dude, you can't even out-talk me. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey City.
G-Man.
You got the audacity. You're going to jail. You got the audacity.
My name is G-Man.
You got the audacity. That's all I got to say. You got the audacity. I stole $3,000. You got the audacity. You got the audacity. Because you don't got no evidence.
My name is G-Man. My name is G-Man.
No big business that I mean.
My name is G-Man. My name is G-Man.
You can't beat me in fighting. You can't beat me in chemistry. You can't beat me in biology. You can't even walk better than me. You can't outrun me. Dude, you can't even out-talk me. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey City.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Preaching to the Choir Ministries.
A little green button says we're live. Where's the little red button? I forgot. Anyway, not watched the Vaughn video in a while, so I don't know. All right, so I woke up this morning, and sure as shit, Mr. Deroy has found some software to work on his phone, I guess. I think it's his phone. It might be his phone. It might be. Need to choke slam G-Man again? Yeah, only if. I don't know what's going on. Notifications are fucking up today, so there's a ton of people who don't even know I'm live right now. But if you're in other folks' Discords and stuff, just post a link or whatever. Because I thought refreshing the stream key would do something. Not really. So if you're catching this later, I apologize. There are ways that you can know that I am live. Check my channel anywhere from 7 to fucking like 8:30. You'll know. Anyway, folks. I think I need to make some public service announcements before we begin. I did listen to a few minutes of this. I actually did listen to a few minutes because I always love it when people mistake the internet for an airport. No, I didn't misspeak. It is amazing how many people on the internet need to announce their departures. Nobody cares. At just flailing and telling everyone you're taking your ball and you're going home. does not need to be a thing. I'm not sure who started that on the internet. That there was at one point in time when people didn't do that. And then all of a sudden it started becoming a trend or a fad when everyone has to tell you that they're leaving. They are no longer going to be a part of something, whether it's a forum, a chat room, whatever. You know, everyone needs to know that you're gone because reasons. Maybe there's some use to that. This is, I think, his third I'm done Dragnauct Silvass is a stupid head video. This is probably not going to be the last one either. This reminds me of the Vigilant Christian Mario's. All right, guys, I'm done. That's it. You're not going to see me until I'm done with treatment. 3 videos in a row, day after day after day. This is what it reminds me of. Except these videos are a bit more spaced apart. These are more like Brett Keane, I'm quitting the internet videos, where they just kind of pop up spontaneously. You never really know when, but you know they've reached a peak, I guess, at some point. You know, I'm taking my ball with me and I'm going home. Y'all are mean. Y'all are mean. What's going on, Raptor Bait? Praise Raptor Jesus. So, Mr. Cruz. I said this in the car video. I've said it in a few videos. I think you take me way more serious than I take myself. Like way more serious than I take myself. I think that's a huge problem. You probably shouldn't. You can call me a troll, which, all right. I've been called worse. Is a bit of this trollish? Yes, absolutely. Is all the advice and comments or the commentary I've offered trollish? No, not at all, actually. Actually, it's quite a bit of it's pretty pertinent, pretty topical to what was being discussed. But I have been noticing that you've not been actually addressing, like when I say, okay, all bullshit aside, and I actually start talking about whatever the topic is, you don't seem to address those little segments there. You skip to the part that hurts your feeling the most, and you just beeline straight to that. Like whatever. There are 2 things that you gravitate towards, and I've been picking up on this because I try to intersperse like my genuine thoughts on the topic and not just colorful commentary. So I mix it up. There are 2 things that you gravitate towards. Negativities, like negative comments, insults, stuff like that. And the other are things that you think confirm your narrative. And like that second one's huge. And so I said, let me try to offer him something that might add to this weird conspiracy he has going on. And that was a comment I made about Facebook. And again, I put that in there purposely because think about it. Why did I have? Because I'd already viewed your Facebook page weeks prior to that. Weeks prior, like when I want to say around the 3rd video. I want to say after you did the video when you were pretending to be me, you had your shirt off. That was around the time that my friend Odd Talk actually sent me the link to your Facebook page with the ukulele video. All the way back then, I had seen that. I knew about your Cruise for Christ, again, because you also mentioned it. Now, do you think it's strange that I waited all this time to say that when I had seen it weeks prior? You think it's just a coincidence? No, I purposely said that. And I purposely prefaced that statement by saying that I had no desire to investigate anything. I was just curious. But you skipped over that. Go back and listen to what I actually said, Mr. Cruz. You can be upset. You can be miffed. You can be agitated and all that good stuff and everything and whatnot. But it's there. Buried in the rhetoric that you didn't want to hear. Because I had already picked up on your habits. I had already picked up on the fact that you actually don't pay attention to what I say. You just skip to the parts that hurt your feelings the most. And then what you think will confirm whatever current conspiracy you have going on that will add to your fucking victimhood. And yes, you are a perpetual goddamn victim, if I ever heard one. Yes, the hell you are. You can deny that all day. But my God, do you talk about being persecuted and being a goddamn victim. It's so funny for somebody who is against the Black America. You are emblematic of a problem that many people talk about with this perpetual goddamn victimhood. You are always a fucking victim. You are always being persecuted. Always, always. And I am now responsible for what you do in your home, in your fucking free time. I am now victimizing you by doing review videos, and I'm forcing you to respond to it because you're a victim. Right. How about this? You take some personal responsibility for your actions as a grown man. I even said you should probably stop responding to me. I've even said that. It's like it's probably your best option to do that. I would say. But I knew you weren't going to stop. I think I even said in the video. I know that you're not going to stop. Even after this, you're not going to stop. You're not. You're going to take a break to figure out what you want to do and how you want to respond. But you like the attention. You love the attention because your subs have been going up steadily. You don't think I've been noticing that? Yeah. Oh yeah. You've been getting more traffic on your channel. But you don't know how to control the narrative. That's a bit disconcerting to you. Which is fine. I empathize with you. I've been giving you hints on how to deal with the situation better and better. I've been attempting to, but you hard-headed. You know every goddamn thing. Just like most older folks. Not this time. Not this time. Not this time, Jack. So, let's see what you got to say, Mr. Deroy.
Deroy Cruiser, Life Applications Officer. We're done again. I'm done again with the whole Mr. Drag.
He's done again. Now this is the second or third time he's done. He's done this time.
Nuts Dragnauct Sylvester thing. I'm done again. I think that it's the. Let's just break it down. I mean, it's just the.
I see that he took some of my advice and actually wrote down some notes. I see he has his notebook there. He's an angry little shaver.
It's the distraction that I keep running into. And today, I made one phone call that I was supposed to make. I watched one episode of NCIS.
Hell yeah.
I woke up late. Well, I got up late. I was in the bed for a while. I watched NCIS, then I got up late. Made one phone call. And then I turned on my computer. And voila. Now I'm distracted again. I knew, sure, I should have known, but I knew that he would go nuts by me responding to my own video, which wasn't really about him.
Yes. So the video that prominently displays me in the thumbnail and during the entire fucking video was not about me. Okay.
It was about him and everybody like him.
Oh, yes. It's about everybody. Why would Dragnauct respond to a video directed at him
when it was him and everybody? I'm sorry. Okay, Mr. Deroy, this video is not about you. This is about you and everyone else named Deroy. Okay, this is the game that we're playing now, folks. This is the game. Before, I love when he kind of changes the criteria now on how you're supposed to respond to folks. Okay, first if your name isn't in the title, you're not supposed to respond. Remember that one? Then, if you don't have, if no one mentions you directly in the video, you're not supposed to respond. But then in his video about plastic people, that was about me, but I wasn't in the thumbnail. My name's not mentioned in the title, and nor does he mention my name directly, evidently. But I was supposed to know that was about me, and I was supposed to watch that video because reasons. And so now when there is a thumbnail about me, and I am directly referenced, the video's not about me, and I'm not supposed to respond to that because that's about me and other people too. Because if the shoe fits, you wear it. Okay, cool, awesome. But I'm not supposed to respond to what? Where the fuck does he get these rules from? Like this doesn't make any sense. Every video he changes the shit on how somebody's supposed to respond, or who's supposed to respond, how they're supposed to respond to it. It makes no fucking sense. Like, he just makes this shit up as he goes along.
Does what they do, and it's just getting out of hand. And of course, there's nothing wrong with you taking somebody's video over and over and over and over and over again until it's like you have a life of two people. And I mean, nobody is like saying like, hey, that's a lot of Deroy Cruz, man. Hey, that's a lot of G-Man, man. Like, do you talk about anything else? You know, I mean, if I go to his page, it is G-Man, Deroy, 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 G-Man, Deroy, Deroy, then somebody else in between. Then G-Man, 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 somebody else in between. Deroy, Deroy, Deroy. I mean, look at your own freaking page. And tell me if that doesn't look pathetic. Nobody should be looking at one person. I mean, he's the only one on YouTube that does that.
We're gonna test this theory real quick. We're gonna test this theory. Okay, here's one of my favorite pages. Lean. This is about Wings of Redemption. Jordy Jordan. For those of you, shout out Liquid Richard. Those of you who know that I'm actually a fan. Why am I not subscribed to Lean? The fuck did that happen? That's weird. Okay. So, one of my favorite channels. Guess what? Wings of Redemption, Wings of Redemption, Wings of Redemption, Wings of Redemption. About. Oh, Wings of Redemption highlights and compilations. Look at that. 17K subs. Looks like it's about wings. That looks like wings. Wings. Wangs. Wings. 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 Wings is chair. Wings. 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 Wings is push-ups. Wings and a fan. Wings. 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 Webby. Wings. 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 Joe Rogan. Webby. Wings. Fat Wings. 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 Two Wings. Wingtings. Wings. 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 Wings and chili. Wings. 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 And I forget this guy's name. Wings. Looks like there's some more wings here, folks. Wings, 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 and a chick. Wings, 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 and wings. Literally, the entire channel is about one fucking person. The entire channel is about one goddamn person. Yes, Mr. Cruz, people do that on YouTubes. Wings and things. Wings. Wangs. Good old Wangs. I don't know why it doesn't transition properly. Oh well. So, Mr. Deroy, it seems that you don't understand that there are channels dedicated to literally one topic or one thing. That's okay. You're new here.
Take one person and target that person. Okay? Like all his recent videos are of me and G-Man. Now, there was one he did last night or this morning that, you know, is him, looks like, I could be wrong, I didn't watch the video, I was tempted to, but I didn't. But it looked like he was trolling on somebody else and trying to find new people to troll with. I don't know, but I need to free myself. And I cannot make him chill. I'm not asking any of these trolls and stalkers to.
They're stalkers. All of them stalkers. They're stock shells. Just to illustrate, here's Almighty Tevin's page. Look at that, DSP. Let's go to what the channel's about. Serious learning meaning of life. Oh, he's being facetious. Please forward complaints to darksidephil@hotmail.com. Yeah, there we go. So, let's see what this channel's about. I already know I'm just being facetious. Let's see. Oh, that's about, what's the chick's name? I forget her fucking name. Yeah, I can't remember her name. I'm sorry. DSP, DSP, DSP. DSP, 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 DSP. DSP, 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 DSP. Not sure that one. DSP. Don't know. DSP, DSP, DSP. That's something about Xbox community. Some kind of giveaway. There's some other shit on here. It looks like DSP. More DSP, 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 DSP. DSP, Securo DSP. DSP, DSP, something about some fucking company, whoever that lady is. DSP, 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 DSP. Looks like there's more DSP on here, folks. If I scroll down, I guarantee you there's more DSP if I keep looking. DSP, DSP. This one's about Sean King and Rachel Dozell. That's funny. DSP and Cat. DSP, DSP, DSP. There's some more DSP on here. Man, did y'all notice that this is a channel of Darkside Phil, DSP? DSP. Looks like there's more. There's a pig. Oh, that's a DSP reference. Look, there's more DSP here, folks. That's Ket, DSP's girlfriend. DSP, 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 and Ket. DSP. There's more DSP. DSP. It looks like that's Panda Lee, his old girlfriend. DSP, 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 and Ket. Looks like Panda Lee. DSP, DSP. Oh shit, there's more DSP on this fucking channel. God damn it. DSP. Oh, there's Panda Lee again. DSP. That's actually Tevin, excuse me. Man, do you mean to tell me that most of this channel is dedicated to largely one person? Man, I would have never. Yes, Darkside Phil. If you don't know who DSP is, Darkside Phil. He's a guy that like one of the first people on the interwebs to start streaming games and stuff like that. That whole streaming game industry. He was one of the first, one of the founders of that. So he's popular. He's not even fucking good at them, but I don't know. He gets that, like, that's his life. He gets paid to stream games and shit. But he's an absolute fucking man-child. And it's funny, so people are detractors because they go, hey, why is your fan base required to pay your bills? Like, it is, like, he actually says shit like that. Like, that it's up to them to help him pay his bills. Anyway, there are people who used to be fans of him and Wings, but they're kind of shitty people, so they become detractors. And I'm just going to keep doing this. So, yes, Mr. Deroy. That's actually a funny face. There are entire channels dedicated to just that. Just one person, just one topic. So you can cry and complain all day, but you know what? I do try and diversify a bit. I streamed the True Empiricism video you're talking about because, you know what? My buddy Sam was like, you got to review this. He compares Skylar Fiction, buddy of mine, to Jeffrey Dahmer. And I'm just like, no, he didn't say something fucking stupid like that. And so turns out he did. Skylar's morality. Skylar has the same morality as a dude who fucking killed people. That's so awesome. That's so cool. That is so cool. Now let me say some shit like that. He'd piss himself and cry. Amazingly, the video's down. Supposedly, he took the video down. So shocked.
Stop. Because it's YouTube. It's YouTube, right? Because I'm not going to stop. But I'm just saying, like, just like I don't do all my videos about any one particular person. Okay? Or even any two particular people. And I disagree with everybody, not just certain people. But I think that what really bugs me is that software. It's very annoying, you know. I mean, other people have software and stuff. like that, but he uses it to the extreme to where he uses it as a weapon. It's like he's trying to do nuclear war online. He's like trying to do nuclear war online. He's like that guy over in Korea. Just wants to blow something up for the fun of it. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing that these are real people.
I stole $3,000.
You better leave Elroy alone. He has a bonus +2 constitution and inherent battle X skills.
I guess so, man. I'm gonna need the sword of bullshit. I'm gonna need the sword of bullshit to help me with this. I'm Kim Jong Drag, yeah. I'm just like so I put his images down here, right? And I got the things that pop up like that. He can do that too. I told him you could do this shit too. It's not hard. It's really not hard. It's not. Once you get the shit set up, you just move the stuff around. You just change, like, it's the software. I was doing reviews before I even had the software. I had my phone here doing reviews. Like, I had a phone and I had my laptop. It's the software. The software is malicious. So the chat, me showing people who donated at the bottom and all that shit. Yeah, you know what? The pissing off G-Man meter, that is very malicious. I did make that with the express purpose of pissing him off. That's the only purpose that serves right there. That's it. So if you want like the pissing off G-Man meter up there, okay, cool. But I like my little images down here. They're fucking funny. You don't want me to put his pictures up here? Don't be a funny looking dude. I don't know what to tell you. I have pictures of my. You know what? How about this, Mr. Deroy? How about this? I will change up one of the pictures to make fun of myself, just to be fair. Let me find a pretty funny picture, because I think I have a picture from when I just turned 18 years old. I think it's on here somewhere. I might have to go and... Oh, why is it not on here? That's weird. I know I've had that picture. Where is it at? Okay, I'm going to have to find that picture online. Because I, for some reason, don't have it. That's so weird. I knew I've uploaded it before. It's probably on my phone. That's what it is. How about that? Okay, you let me know. Instead of me just guessing, you let me know how I can use the software so that it's less intrusive upon your life or whatever it is that you... I don't know what that means. Yeah, I'm being compared to a dictator because there's software that helps me stream and do reviews. I don't know what to make of this. I don't know. Yeah, so Osama bin Dragnauct, Kim Jong Drag, Adolf Memes. Yeah, Adolf Memes. I don't know how to take this. I'm not sure. Deroy needs a hug. He needs to call G-Man because he loves to touch men. There you go. Find what you need.
And this is the thing, like I said before, he kept stopping the tape. No, stop. Let me speak. These are real people.
Okay, you know what? That's a fair criticism. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the notifications, folks. I tried to refresh the shit. That's fair. Even wife says, you know what? I think you stopping the video too much. That is fair. I will try to stop the video less, and I'll try to let you get through the entire statement to let you elaborate on. I do apologize. I think I do stop it a little bit too soon, and I cut you off. That is fair.
We're not video games. We're people. Now to him and a lot of other atheists, we're just video games. We are just video games. We're just video games. Okay?
Is that a Keurig in the background behind the dishes?
Cooking me a little bit of late night lunch.
Looks like an old model Keurig.
I haven't even gotten up to eat today. I've been so busy on YouTube that I haven't even eaten anything. Okay? I haven't even eaten anything. I've been so busy on YouTube.
Okay, that sounds like a personal problem. That really sounds like a personal problem. Here's what I suggest you do, Mr. Deroy. If you, he gets a late night lunch. He gets off at work, I think at like around 11 or midnight. So that's, I want to say that's why he has a late night lunch. All right, but Mr. Deroy, what you can do is get you here. Here's what I do sometimes. I'll show you. Here, I got it here. Okay, you have. So I know that you have a phone. You can take your phone, your Android or your Apple phone or whatever, and you can get some headphones, and you can download YouTube on your phone, and with some headphones while you're coming home from work, you can listen very discreetly to YouTube. Okay? So that kind of helps you save time when you get home. I listen to YouTube videos as I'm walking home my damn self, so that if I got something to do, if I got to go make dinner or something, I'll just play it while I'm in the kitchen. Just turn on the speakers. It's not too hard. But you, for some reason, can't seem to life in YouTube at the same time. Maybe you're not that adept at it, which is fine. I'm giving you tips. There you go. Actually, I probably shouldn't say that. So it's imperative that you find a life YouTube balance, because you seem to need a life YouTube balance. Maybe it's because and now it's starting to make sense why you think that I like neglect my wife for YouTube. No, actually, just because this in your realm it consumes your life doesn't mean that it consumes mine. Yesterday was unusual that I uploaded like 3 videos where I went live like 3 times. I'm out of school. My wife was at work most of the day. Hell, even the last one, she was with me here doing a video with me. So I'm not sure how disruptive that really is. But Dragnauct, while he's at work, need to Uber Eats so he can eat. I doubt they have Uber Eats in his area. But it's imperative, sir, that you get a grasp on a nice work-life balance and a work or life YouTube balance, because you seem to be in disarray. You seem to be in disarray. The life application officer needs to apply some of these applications to his own life and office officiate it better. I don't know. I was trying to play around with the words. I couldn't do it.
This is why, now see, if I wasn't a Christian, I would like spend time trying to go back and forth and spend time, boxing with this guy, because as a non-believer, that would be natural for me to, almost natural anyway. Or as a non-believer, if he's right about me, it would be natural for me to go back and forth and keep boxing with him, I mean, and
like you have been doing for the last, I don't know how many weeks.
There's other people on YouTube, it ain't just him, but there's other people on YouTube where they make all their videos about one thing, and if you look at it, it's really a war between 2 people. And he picked me to have this war with.
I'm going to let him finish.
He picked me. And he picked G-Man. Now, him and G-Man got some history. But even though G-Man is trying to free himself of that history and free himself of any place where he has blown it, he won't let him. This guy wants to keep it going. And so, like, what kind of life what's going on in your head? What's going on in your life? You want to look down your nose. At least that's what you want us to think you're doing. You want to look down your nose at us and talk trash to us about how we do our videos and the things that we say on our videos and the things that we're trying to explain on our videos. But who's getting all emotional about me talking about something you're not? You're not gay.
Hey, thank you for acknowledging that I don't like penis. I'm pretty sure you're disappointed. All right, so I'm not sure how G-Man is trying to free himself, and I keep doing that because I know G-Man's watching and it confuses him. But how is he trying to free himself of this exactly? Because when y'all have seen this, when I stop talking about G-Man, his ass pokes up, comes around, starts commenting and shit like that. I'm like, I thought you wanted me to leave you alone, dude. Okay. Every single time I've actually left him alone for any extended period of time, he starts pining for my attention. I'll get a Skype message or an email or a comment on a video or some shit like that from him. It's real interesting from somebody who's trying to free himself. But again, Mr. Deroy doesn't know about that. That's fine. That is all right. I'm still trying to figure out how G-Man is trying to rectify the situation when it's hard to fix a situation between people when one party never wants to admit fault. Again, I think that's why you really identify with him, because you can't seem to do that either. But that's fine. Yeah, I'm looking at the back of that small cabinet up there, folks, and I think he can just walk right up under that fucking cabinet. I've been looking at that shit too. I've been trying not to. I know he's bending. He's leaning forward, so that's not his actual height. Like, he's actually a little bit taller than that. But I'm trying not to look at it. So, god damn it. There is no war. There is no war, Mr. Deroy. This is not a war. The fact that you look at this as a war tells me a little bit about your mentality right now. Ain't no goddamn war. I'm commenting on what I see. That's it. You can tell me to go fuck myself, and that I can go fuck myself. Actually, after this video, I'm gonna probably go fuck myself. So that's perfectly fine. But I'm not sure what you're trying to. What specifically am I displaying that would indicate being emotional? Now, if some of my theatrics may be, a little bit much at times, then sure, absolutely, sure. Most people know that I'm doing it for a comedic effect. I'm changing my voice. I'm, doing that. Just little stuff like that. The arms flailing. A bit of theatrics. Just to be entertaining. But I could sit here very dry and comment specifically on the things I think you're fucking up. I could just be very curt, very firm with my commentary. Could do that. But no. Don't mistake you getting all out of pocket with the thing, with everything and whatnot, for being emotional. I don't think you understand. I don't take this shit too seriously, my man. I don't. I think it's fucking funny. I think it's hilarious. Y'all are the ones that are getting all up in arms. Maybe I need to calm down. Go bust a nut. Go smoke some weed. Get your drink. Something. Go pray. Go pray. Go in your closet right now and go pray about it. Maybe that's what y'all need. You can see the upper hinge of that door, usually about 165, 170 centimeters high. He's well below that height. Well, yeah. Damn, is that the upper hinge? No. He can't walk right up under that hinge. No. God damn, he is short. I just looked at it. I was like, wow, yeah, he is. Even if he stands up, we can walk clean up under it. Like the bottom part of the hinge. God damn. Dragnauct Deroy's butt hurt power levels over 9,000. It is. He has prolapsed rectum.
And I don't think any of the gays that are watching are emotional about what I'm saying. So why are you making a big deal? You make a big deal about me calling myself a...
Shit, he just walked near it, man. There's a few inches between the top of his head and the bottom of that hinge. God damn it, Arbard. God damn it. Now I'm going to look at it. So, no, none of the gays who watch... I don't think Nicola... I don't think Danae, I don't think Heavy Haul are emotional. I think they think it's funny. I think the gays think it's fucking funny. But I'd be remiss if I did not point out how you actively misrepresent gay folks, how you actively misrepresent atheists, how you actively misrepresent folks you don't understand. I think I'd be remiss if I didn't say something about that.
Life applications officer, when I explain to you what a life applications officer is, it is not anything of arrogance. It is a title for people that use one thing and apply that to everything in life. And whether you feel that that's right or wrong, or whether you feel that there's something to understand within there, that is not something for you to...
Look, he's not being emotional, folks, all right? This man's very serious. He's not being emotional right now.
Get all crazy about. And then you don't tell your audience that when you put that on another video. Like, I didn't do a whole video explaining what a life applications officer was. But you didn't say that in these last couple videos you did when you start fussing about me calling myself a life applications officer. You failed to say anything about what I said, and you even said, well, I don't agree with his term of it. I'm gonna tell you what mine is. Well, you know what? This is why I'm done. Okay?
Oh, you're upset. You think I'm misrepresenting you. That's so funny, Mr. Cruz. Just like when you misrepresented me in the first, I don't know, 5 or 6 videos where I was clearly outlining my position on several topics, and you managed to mangle all of them. And even when I said, hey, Mr. Cruz, I want you to sit down and think about this, as I know you're watching in incognito mode. Remember when I made certain appeals to you? I said, Mr. Cruz, in order for us to have a decent conversation, I think it's important that you actually understand my statements. And I kept using the word actually, conditioning you to pay attention to when I use that word, that this is something that you do need to pay attention to, you know, just a little bit, just to focus a few more brain cells on. And you didn't give a shit? Remember when I kept saying, hey, you know, you LGBTQ, it needs to be an A in there because atheists are part of them too. You didn't give a shit about that. So you tell me why I should feel that it's important to take your word on this fictitious title that you gave yourself. You have not reciprocated any of this respect. This respect is supposed to be mutual at all. So why should I feel inclined to take your word on this on this made up title and role? You tell me why. You've not feel obliged at any point in time to take on board, hell, much of anything that I've said. There's been a few things, but they haven't been positions that I actually hold. None of them have been, here's what Dragnauct has said about this particular topic. You know what, maybe I should stop saying that atheism is a sexual orientation. It's not anything that's real disconcerting, but how can we have a conversation about sexual orientation when you're identifying what I guess would technically be considered a religious ideology with a sexual orientation? You're trying to throw oranges into a basket of apples and then telling me that those are all apples. And so we need to have a conversation about fruit now. I'm just trying to draw a very, very simple analogy here to help you understand. So if you want to feel, yeah, he wants to feel special about this fucking title, that's fine. You can feel special about it. The point that I was making about your fictitious title is that it's ironic to me, and I'll buy, just for the sake of argument, for arguendo, that your life application officer bullshit is something you made up because of your role that you want to have in other people's lives. And I mentioned the word pedagogy. I understand where you're coming from. That's why I use that word, pedagogy. I understand the purpose of that fictitious title. I played your video. People understand what you mean by that. But given your behavior, given where you are in life, and given what you tried to outline, there's a bit of irony with that title concerning you. Now, if other people want to take aboard this job as being a deacon, is also deacons are life application officers. Awesome. I know lots of deacons who didn't need to be teaching anybody any goddamn thing. Nothing. And just like them, you are also in that same spot. You teaching people, you're attempting to teach people lessons. You're going to be the doctor and they're going to be the patient. Because that was one of the analogies you used, remember? I don't have to take notes. I remember that. That's what I attached to life application officer. How are you going to be in that spot where you can barely learn your goddamn self? That's my thing. You're going to be teaching people how to do stuff, but you can't learn. How does that work? I'm still trying to figure out that. Maybe you need to make a video addressing points, or questions, I should say. Questions that all of us have about this fictitious title that you made up for yourself. Oh, man. Okay, I'm a life applications manager. Okay, now I outrank you. It's time to certify. You need to demonstrate that you can actually understand what it is that people are saying and the positions that they're coming from before you try and apply anything to their life. Try applying it to your own damn life. You can barely admit fault. You can barely self-correct. You can barely gain a grasp of basic interactions with people. It's kind of strange for somebody who fails at the very basics trying to give other people advice. When I say basics, communication is one of those basic things that you should be able to master before you try and go out and give people advice. It's amazing how similar he is to G-Man. Yeah, in their respective analogies, Deroy is a teacher versus a student. G-Man is LeBron versus random peon. Yeah, it is. It's easy to elevate yourself based on some bullshit merits you give yourself. But having other people elevate you to those positions probably means a little bit of something. And don't get me wrong, Deroy. I know that people in your church love the idea of you trying to be a life application officer. That's cool. I know lots of people who give kids titles to make themselves feel better about themselves, and let them feel like they're doing something. You know what? If my son wants to be the PR manager of the Justice League, I will make him the PR manager of the Justice League, and he will feel extra special about himself. He's 8.
This is why I'm done with you, man, because you know what? This is what the Bible is full of. The Bible is full of people who need Jesus, and they don't need Jesus because they're so bad and horrible. They need Jesus because without Jesus, they'll always find something at somebody else's expense. It's somebody else's hurt. They'll always reject a form of truth and call it something else to their own hurt. Okay? You want to focus on everything from my size to the color of my skin to my house to my titles to my spelling to the hat on my head. Okay, everything to go around what's being said.
Actually, it's everybody else who's mentioning your house and your hat and your height and all that shit. I've noticed them, but I've not really said much of anything about it until people in the chat mention it. So if you want to be mad at the people in the chat. So I have addressed what you said. Actually, in most of the videos, there's very few videos where I just shit on you. I just, you know what, fuck it. Yeah. Most of the videos that I do, I directly address. Even when I was mentioning your life application officer title just now, that's directly addressing that point. And you skip over it. Like, you skip over my actual critiques. So how about this, Mr. Deroy? You make a video, a short video, or just comment under this one. I might check it. And tell me something you want me to elaborate on. And then I will make a video. I won't do a review. I will make a video just solo. And I'll give you my thoughts on it. And you can review me. How about that? I think that's fair. Look at those gestures he's doing. It's like he's imitating touching his own nipples. Oh, man.
And I really think that I need to stay away from your channel. What would happen if I decided that I understand you're probably going to take my video and talk about it, but who are you that I need to listen to you? Who are you? What makes you qualified? Did they teach you how to go to my channel in the military? Did they teach you how to go to my channel in college? What makes you qualified to look down your nose at me? What makes you qualified to talk down to me?
Oh, I know this one. Oh, can I answer this one? I know this one. It's the fact that you fucking do it on your channel. That's it. That's literally it. I sat and watched your videos for quite some time before I actually decided to do a response video. And that is all you fucking do. You even admitted it in one of your last videos. That you sit there and you judge folks on your channel. Yeah, he can be a life application officer. Well, did you learn to do that in the country? Did the people in the church teach you how to be a life application officer? Really? Really? Like, my dude, that is all you fucking do. Your entire channel is you looking down your nose at people. And you're mad that you can't do that to me. That's why you're upset right now. You can't. You can make up whatever the fuck you want to about me. I'm just gonna laugh. It's gonna feed my fucking ego. Because I know it's bullshit. You know dick all about me. Absolutely nothing. Other than what I tell you. And you know it. And you're upset because you can't look down your nose at me. It's easy to do that. It's easy. Trust me, if I really wanted to shit on you, I can. I've been holding back. If I really wanted to shit on G-Man, I'd hurt his feelings like Nate Brody did the other day. Made that motherfucker cry. And really put you in a bad spot mentally. But I don't want to do that. I'm having a good time. I'm having fun. I like this. This is cathartic. But you need to climb out of your own ass. You need to sit down and listen to some of your videos. Because me and Doc Savage actually had a talk about some of your videos. Months ago. About how funny it is. Or how you try to denigrate other people. Looking the way you do. But also, you're in no spot to denigrate other people. You are in no position to. But you enjoy doing that. That makes you feel good, evidently. I'm pretty sure it does. If I had to put money on it, I think I might win that bet. So the same reason that you have to look down your fucking nose at people is the same reason I have. Because. Same goddamn reason. Whatever excuse that you give yourself is the same excuse I use. No more, no less. If you don't like that I do that, then you don't do it, genius. It's not hard. I'm placing a huge emphasis on this so it can get through your dense fucking skull. Because you seem not to get that. You and G-Man both seem to have that hang up. Even your another goodbye to Dragnauct, what is this, bitch shit? That's cool, man. That's awesome. How about you say goodbye to the bitch shit in your life? How about you quit being a bitch? Because what I'm hearing right now is some bitch shit. You're mad because somebody says something. Oh, boo fucking who? Oh my God. I give you the feedback directly that you give people out there in the ether. The other atheists, everybody. Who fits that description. The same condemnation that you give other people at large, I'm giving you directly, and you can't handle it. What do you think Arn Ra would give you as far as feedback if he was actually aware of your channel? Now, mind you, I'm not going to actually let Arn know about your fucking channel because you can't even handle me. It's obvious. You do already do your VA stuff. No, Xavier, I gotta register for a Biochem 2 lecture, and then I gotta do it. Xavier, actually remind me later today, we need to go up to the VA to do our chapter 31 stuff for the Voc Rehab. But I thank you for reminding me. But Mr. Deroy, you need to really get a hang of that. Don't you think it's strange that you're having a hard time not watching my videos? Why do you think that is? Because I've already told you weeks ago, that you should probably stop responding. You should probably just ignore my channel. I've already told you that. If I was just some malicious prick, I think we have to go to Debakey. I'm pretty sure we'd go to Debakey. I'll pay for you guys. But like, you seem to have a real hard on, and I'm using that language for a reason, folks. You seem to have a issue trying to separate yourself. Because you are so beholden, so married to this victim narrative that you got going on that you somehow need to mold and craft shit into it. You need to somehow, even if the criticism that I'm giving you is that you need to correct your fucking self before you try and correct somebody else. That is good advice for anybody. And that advice would help you. But you can't seem to, again, pull your head out of your own ass or crawl out of your own ass long enough to see that that is exactly why that you're up making fucking YouTube videos and not eating. I don't have that problem. Trust me. My wife's at work. My son is with his grandparents. This is my day off. I'm gonna enjoy today. This gets me started. Might go for a fucking walk. What's going on, Les Nagy? You're the one with the issue. Before you start prescribing other people courses of actions, you might want to correct yourself before you wreck yourself. I'm pretty sure you've heard that before.
Okay? Nothing. And you were right. You said in the car, okay, with your wife when you spent a whole video talking about your goddamn self. Me, okay? You can eye your way to heaven. Let me see. I hope to see you there. Eye your way right on into the pearly gates, buddy. Let's see how far you get with that shit. Okay?
Me.
It's all about you.
It is.
It's all about you.
Yep.
It ain't about nobody but you.
Just me.
That's why I'm a Christian.
Not about you at all.
Because I know it's not all about me. It's all about him. Okay? And it doesn't matter how well or good I can explain it. It's the fact. Okay? And, you know what I'm saying? You know, if the girl gets pregnant, okay, it doesn't matter how much she knows about parenthood. She still got a baby to raise. Okay? So, stop talking shit on a poor girl, and if you're really going to help the girl, help her. But if not, leave her alone.
Wait, what?
Everything I do is YouTube. Get that in your thick skull. YouTube is not my life. It was today. And that's my fault. But YouTube is not my life. YouTube is something I do as a hobby for me to have a pocket to where I can talk to the outside world via YouTube if they are on YouTube. Just like everybody else. I can do YouTube just like you can do YouTube. Just like atheists said at one time, you know, well, atheists are taking over YouTube. What's that shit? What is that about? Atheists are going to take over YouTube anyway, so, well, for what? Okay? Let me go on. Most Christians don't troll or stalk. Okay? I think you're a liar about a lot of things. Now, I'm sure there are Christians who argue back and forth. But no Christians do what you do on YouTube. No Christians that I've ever met do what you do. And most of the time, the ones that are trolling Christians are not Christians themselves. They might be religious in some way.
Oh, okay. So people on here, Christians, don't respond to people back and forth. Christians don't troll. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. I think we even named Venom. We even named some Venom Fang X had to have a court order in order for him to stop. A court order. A lawyer had to get this cat to make a public apology because of the shit that he was doing. G-Man does harass Christians too. I even named somebody. He could have went and looked up Venom Fang X. There's still I think someone even linked a video where he's having to read, I apologize. Like he had to make an apology to DPR Jones because it was so bad. But you can believe what you want, Mr. Deroy. Like it's fine. Again, you're married to this narrative. But some of us have been around for a little while. Some of us aren't new to using this software. Some of us aren't new to having these back and forths. You are. You need to remember that. You're new to this shit, not us. Not at all. You ain't been around long enough to make that call. So you probably, again, should check your shit before you start talking. Yeah. Evidently, I have gotten under his skin. He is cussing because he knows he's fucking wrong. Like, he knows that he's here's the thing. This dude has made up all types of shit about me over the last few weeks. Have y'all noticed that he just makes up shit because he finds it funny? Which is fine. I'm evidently denying my wife the penis, and instead I'm just making YouTube videos. No, that's actually not true. It's funny because we were actually laughing about that because of how not fucking true that is. But he just makes up shit in order to try and find something to fire back because that makes him feel better. No. It's because your life is in disarray. You just admitted that, you know what, you're spending too much time on this. Not me. This ain't disrupting my life. But that's fine. If what I'm saying isn't hitting a nerve, if it's not true, why would it affect you? Why? If the things that I point out aren't accurate, why would you even care? Why do you even care what I think? And you're probably going to repeat this later. You shouldn't care what I think. There you go. But you do, because you know I'm not lying to you. If I make an assessment, I'm just making an assessment. I could be wrong, could be right. Pretty sure I'm right. I've been pretty fucking accurate when I make assessments of people. I've been pretty doggone accurate. There's very seldom am I off base. And if I am, it ain't by far. Just saying. Yeah, you got some notes there he does need to stick to.
But they're not really Christians. Okay? They're not really Christians. I can and have defended every point that I make. But you have a different answer for every video of yours that I responded to. If I was to respond to everything you shit talk to me about, okay? You would have an answer for that too. You would change your answer. And you've done that, okay?
Okay, cool. So I want, and I mentioned this since you're actually addressing things that I've said and criticism I've given you about you not substantiating claims or not backing the things that you're saying. You just make claims. Give me a specific example of me just changing my narrative based on what you say, because I'm pretty sure I'm being pretty specific. If I'm offering clarification on something, then that is what it is. I'm pretty sure that you don't understand what I'm talking about, and I have to clarify it later because you don't understand. But give me a specific example where I'm saying X, and then you respond, then I just start saying Y. It's completely different. Please give me an example of that, something specific, and not just these vagaries, because that doesn't tell me anything.
There's no answers where you just say, I disagree, Mr. Cruz. No, it's all about you being nasty and rude and crude. And then it goes back at you. I.
Well, I'm sorry the dude is calling me a fag, and dude that's just, telling me that I'm just neglecting my wife. And I'm so sorry, Mr. Cruz, that I am being crass with you because you have just been the upstanding fucking individual your goddamn self. Oh, man, I apologize for that. Yeah, he doesn't understand half the shit that I'm talking about.
Let me tell you something. I. Okay? You keep saying that I haven't engaged with people. I'm going to say one thing to you. I get paid to engage with people. I get paid to engage with people. And if it wasn't for me, my boss, let me put a little bit of my eye in there. If it wasn't for me, my boss would be firing everybody that works for us. Because a lot of them come in here, they get hired, they don't care about the daggone job. All they care about is making that check so that they can pay their cell phone bill. Or.
Okay. So, who here thinks that he completely missed the point that I was making about engagement? Who here think that I am going to appeal to the live audience, Mr. Deroy, because there are people here who are live, and there's about 67 of them. Who here thinks that he completely missed the fucking point I was making with that? Okay, there's 3 people. So 3 people so far. I think you just completely fucking missed the point. I'm gonna let you finish. There's 4 people. I'm gonna let you finish, like Kanye West says, just to see if you kind of catch on to what I'm fucking talking about. Because I think you complete, like, I understand that at work where you're paid, that you have to have a certain level of professionalism to do your goddamn job. I'm not talking about that. I didn't say you were incapable of engaging people in any capacity. That's not what I was saying. Quite a few people here think that you just completely off fucking base, man.
I'm saying a lot of these youngins live with their parents and they live, you know, with their boyfriend or girlfriend or something. They got somebody else helping them out with the bills. They don't really care about that small paycheck that they get.
Yeah, that happens.
If it wasn't for people like me that enforce the law in a very peaceful way, they'd be firing people every day. Not to mention, we have our own police. They would be escorting them off the property every day.
What does this got to do with what I said?
Okay, so this stuff about he don't know how to engage with people, man, get out of here with that. I engage with people every day, 8 hours a day. Okay? That's why you didn't want to go and say much about my Facebook page, because you'll find out I engage with a lot of people. They just ain't atheists. They just ain't, you know, rude and crude and nasty people like yourself.
Okay, so that's so much butthurt. Where's the call? No, he works security. I've worked security too. I've had to engage people in security too. But it seems as though I have to, just one of the security guards, cops, top flight security, man. That's what. Okay, I'm gonna have to. I guess I have to really, really take some time to try and elaborate, because I know he's gonna watch this video if he's not already watching it. I'm trying to think of a way to break this down Barney style, as they say in the military. Because he's having a hell of a time understanding the context behind the statements. And for the life of me, I should just go back to the video and listen to exactly what I said, because I'm pretty sure I elaborated on that afterwards. Because I vaguely remember using that terminology and then talking about his inability to, and I want to say it was during the car video too, where I mentioned his coworkers and other instances where he's tried to have discussions with people, and it's been a breakdown in communication. I want to say that's what the context was. So, Mr. Cruz, I don't doubt for a second that in a certain professional arena, you can delegate tasks, you can help manage personnel, and that you can do the requirements needed for your actual job that you actually get paid for. That was never in question. Let me be very, very, very specific with what I'm referring to. I am specifically referring to your interpersonal dialogue about non-work-related topics, such as politics, theology, economics, social issues, recreational topics, Mr. Cruz. Like the ones that we aren't discussing here. I believe he's somewhat professionally competent. Not completely professional, but somewhat competent or adept in some fashion. He wouldn't have a job if that were so. But then again, G-Man had a job. That's what I'm talking about, Mr. Deroy. Even in your own tales of you discussing non-work related topics with your coworkers, you express a breakdown in communication quite often. I don't think you realize how often you mention these stories. And there's always a similar theme with these stories about how everyone else flew off the handle in some fashion, or someone took something you said the wrong way. But there's always a hostility mentioned in all of these stories. And then some people are staring you down and giving you the evil eye afterwards, or they have a hard time working with you afterwards. Or there's somebody that you've discussed something with, but you can. That doesn't mean that all the conversations that you have are just shit shows. No, I'm pretty sure you have amicable conversation with people who think like you. But that's my point. That's exactly my point. That's exactly my point. People who already fucking agree with you aren't going to encounter that issue. Because I can see just in our interactions, you have a hard time taking on board the fact that you're fucking wrong about anything. You struggle with that deeply, with whatever insecurities you hold. That's what I'm talking about. You don't know how to engage specifically with people who disagree with you on matters. And I'm going to just try my best to use the example of the lady that you call an extreme feminist. Remember that story? You have a bad habit of simply throwing labels on people and trying to pigeonhole them into a box because you think, well, this person says this, so they obviously fit in this box with all these other labels, rather than letting them elaborate on what they actually believe. You've tried to do that to me several times. And when I've elaborated on those points very early on, they seem to go over your fucking head. So I can see you doing that to other people in real time. Because that's what you got in a habit of doing that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think so. But it's important. And I'll use the example. I'll use the example of the Facebook, since you just mentioned Facebook. And I keep telling you, go back and listen to what I actually said right before I mentioned Facebook, because I qualify the statement that invalidates your entire little narrative there. And you keep skipping over that. You don't actually pay attention to what people are saying, Mr. Deroy. You pick up on keywords because you're looking for stuff to confirm about this narrative that you've already built. And you think about this. I want you to think about. So you already have this narrative built about a certain group of people. What you end up doing in conversations, and you've done this with me, is that you'll look for some aspect within this entire thing that you already have constructed, and so that will then inform you about 99% of the rest of the stuff. It doesn't matter if they actually hold any of those positions or they fit those descriptions at all. You're just going to label that because that's easy for you. It's easy for you to do that because you've already built up what you want to say. It's actually hard for you to listen to what folks are saying and take on board their positions and to see if it is actually different than the rest of this thing that you already have constructed. That's a part of your problem. You're not the only one who does that. You are not the only person who does that. There's a lot of people who do that. A lot of people. People in my life, I know that do that often. And it's a problem. But you can't seem to, I don't think you even realize that you do that. All you're doing is looking for things to confirm a narrative. How do you have a conversation with people, Mr. Deroy, if that's all you're doing? Because I can create a really elaborate archetype for you. And because you fit 3 or 4 things on there, I'll just assume all types of stuff. I can assume that you were an abusive husband doing that. I can assume all types of things. All types of things, but that's not fair to you. And I don't think that you are very intellectually honest when it comes to people in position. A perfect example, trying to say that someone being an atheist is now a sexual orientation along with being gay or bisexual. Where would you get some stupid shit like that from? It's something that you made up, but you're upset. You're mad because I shit on your made up title of life application officer. Oh, well, you didn't tell people what I said about it. You don't care what people actually say about their sexual orientation, so why should people fucking care? You don't show any of the hallmarks of a person who's worthy of respect, in my opinion. You don't. You want people to listen to you. You want people to take you seriously. You want people to feel obligated to extend to you charity that you don't afford other people. maybe if you sat your short ass down for a second and actually took the time to actually actively listen to what people are saying, you might have some amicable conversations. But you don't. And it's clear to me that you don't. And you get mad. And you get mad because I call you out. It's right. You even admit to fucking doing it. Because you look at all these people are liars. You're a liar. You lie. But you mad. And I'm supposed to care. Atheists are sexy.
That's
Some
why
of them.
you went to my Facebook page but didn't want to go there. You know, you went there but you really didn't want to go there. You went there but you caught yourself before you made a fool out of yourself. Because you know good and well that what you say is just YouTube. Just like I'm doing YouTube. There's no real foundation, okay, to you.
That's weird that you say that, yet I have quite a few YouTubers on my Facebook, but okay.
You being nasty and critical. And then you put that girl on there, okay, I already read her comment earlier yesterday, okay, and I refused to comment because it was stupid. I think any idiot understands that when I say they don't talk about Christian principles in schools anymore, I'm talking about secular schools. To who? To a bunch of people who complain that we don't have enough separation of church and state.
I stole $3,000.
Happy Taco Tuesday by Johan Roderick. What's going on? Yes. Actually, I might order some tacos today. Hell yeah. He's got a notepad there with him. He's reading off. Yeah, no, I said that earlier. He took notes this time, which is good. It'll help him stay on topic. It'll help.
But yet, I don't know the difference between Christian schools and secular schools. This is why I have no nice words for atheists. This is why
A Christian wrote that comment, by the way. I'm not sure. You probably missed that. The woman, not a girl. But that's a Christian person. You probably... Did you not actually read the comment? Like, oh, never mind. I know the answer. There was too many words in the paragraph.
I talk the way I do. This is why I am a life applications officer when I talk to atheists. This is why I come right out and say it. This is why I'm kind of hard on atheists. Because if they thought for a minute, they would understand, well, if you don't like your church, just leave. If you don't believe in your mom's and dad's religion, you're old enough not to be in it. There is absolutely zero reason to be an atheist.
I don't know. The orgies are pretty good.
Zero. You're an atheist for one thing and ain't got nothing to do with not believing.
And I've been sitting here fucking talking. God damn it. So, I fucked up anyway, so y'all didn't miss much. I love him telling me my narrative. I love him explaining to me what my position, my motivation, everything, what my proclivities. He is going to tell me what it is. Rather than him listening and understand. Him just going, you know what, Dragnauct? You tell me why you are in the place that you are in as far as you being an atheist. Rather than him saying that and me giving him feedback and then him responding to the feedback and going from there, he's simply going to tell me, and we're going to see how off base he is. Because mind you, some of y'all have been fans of mine for a while. Some of y'all have seen some of my old videos. So y'all pretty know good and goddamn well where I stand on a lot of topics. So I want to see how accurate he is. Because mind you, this information's already, it's on my fucking channel. I have no problem answering the question. So rather than him asking me the question, rather than him going to find the information, which is conveniently on the channel, he is going to fabricate some bullshit. I guarantee he's going to fabricate some bullshit.
In God. It has to do with you finding somebody to fight with. That's why you're an atheist. Because you want to find somebody to fight with.
There we go, folks. The reason why I would reject the Lord Jesus Christ as my Savior is because I want a conflict with people. I want to fight. What do you say to that, folks? What do you say to that? Now, you think about it for a second. If I actually wanted to quit, hypothetically, I could do both. I could accept the Lord Jesus Christ as my Savior, or any other God for that matter, and still fight with Christians. There are Christians who actively fight with other Christians. That is a thing. People actually do that. There's plenty. Darth Dawkins is one of the people actually that comes to mind. But you know, the military is all atheist. Yeah. The reason I joined the army is to fight with Christians in the Middle East, in the desert. This makes no fucking sense at all. Who the fuck is this dude? Mute. What the fuck is this? Like this is asinine. This is absolutely asinine. I really this actually kind of confirms what I was saying earlier. Mr. Deroy has no actual intention on trying to understand the person he's talking to. So, how should I respond to this? How many people does he think he's bringing to God by slinging insults at atheists? I don't know. Fiona. That's a good question. I remember you talking to G-Man from the desert. Yeah, I was in the desert. Yeah, that actually one of my famous videos, The Cowardice of G-Man. I was in the desert making that video. How exactly are people supposed to respond to shit like that? Mr. Deroy, you tell me, because I know that that's wrong. The people who've been watching me literally for years know that that's wrong. The people who personally talk to me, the people who have my phone number, people who, again, know me for years, know what you say is demonstrably false. You are just now learning about me. You may have known for about me maybe over a month now. Maybe over a month. But so you feel that it's necessary to just make up shit. Because you pulled that straight out of your ass. So I can respond by telling you to go fuck yourself. I can tell you that you're wrong. I can agree just to fuck with you and troll you. I can do a number of things. The Facebook. There's a number of ways I can deal with that. But what I want to just highlight something here. Even the Christians in the chat are just kind of shaking their heads at you. How are they supposed to view this? How are Muslims watching this supposed to respond to you? I know the atheists are just like, oh, here we go again. You telling me what my motivation is what if I just made up the motivation for you becoming a Christian is to try and, I don't know, compensate for your insecurity? That's pretty insulting. I could say some shit like that. I have no idea. I'm not even sure how I would come to that conclusion, but I could just make some shit up like that. And that's insulting to you. But it makes me feel good, so let me just say that. If you are so upset by me making assessments of you or me being insulting or whatever, why would you then start making shit up about me? Unless you're just lashing out. If you're just lashing out, Mr. Cruz, then just say that. You know what? I said that as a flippant remark. I was just lashing out. I don't know. You tell me, and then I'll respond to that. Because I still think the reasons that you're an atheist are stupid. I'm fine with that. I am perfect. In fact, I would enjoy you doing that. If you said, you know what, here's some things, I got my list, Dragnauct. Here's some things I want you to elaborate on. And then I will take that list, I will write the fuck down, I will sit down in my recliner, and I will make a video just so you can review it. Just for you. Just for you. And then you can tell me that you think it's stupid. Again, I am perfectly fine with that. But you're going about this all the wrong way. Some good responses. Yo, mama, same as yours. Yeah. Yeah, do the sky out response. Same as yours. Yeah. Yeah. If he became he became a Christian because of Catholic priests and little boys, maybe. Who wouldn't want to be an altar boy?
Nobody to fight with, your atheism goes down the toilet. Because there's not a bunch of unbelievers out there that think the same way you do. But they don't call it atheism because they figure, what are we going to do? It's our personal right to believe this.
Oh, almost forgot. So Mr. Cruz thinks that all atheists are also anti-theists. I forgot to mention that, folks. That's something that I might have mentioned this in a video before, but that's something I did pick up on. I realized it later. If you're an atheist, he thinks that you are inherently an anti-theist. Yeah, he doesn't know that that's actually a separate group of people within the realm of atheists. Some atheists don't fucking care. They don't even discuss the topic at all. Some of them feel like, you know what? No, people need to be deconverted. But this is Mr. Deroy, so, you know, he's still learning.
And then you want to pick on me about education. Why am I paying off of a school loan? Why am I paying off my school loan if I got no education? Why do I have plats? I hope you understand that Job Corps is a secondary school. Or you that much of it, you know, you need to learn and read stuff and research stuff before you judge. Them plaques on my wall are me finishing my Job Corps education. Okay? And I would have been there longer if the place wasn't under construction. And I probably have a better job than I do today if the place wasn't under construction. At that time that I was in there. And that's one of the favorite things that me and my boys on Facebook love to talk about is Job Corps. Because we had fun in there, even though we were bombarded with a lot of worldliness, every immorality known to man going on up in there. And then you want to sit there and say, I don't engage? How many Christians do you think I engaged with when I was in Job Corps, you dumbass? I engaged mostly with homosexuals. We had 4 homosexuals in a bunker at a time, maybe 2 straight guys. So what are you talking about?
Okay. How did you find out they were gay, Mr. Cruz? You don't answer that question. Don't answer that question. Don't answer that question. That's. I'm gonna leave that one alone, folks. That one, I don't think that he meant. I don't think that he meant to say all that. Something tells me that just kind of came out. Yeah, I can kind of see the writing on the wall with that one. So I remember someone mentioning Job Corps to me a while back. I've never been a part of Job Corps. I don't, So Job Corps, U.S. residential education and job training program for low-income, at-risk young people. He did say that he had a pass. Job Corps seeks to teach young people the academic and vocational skills they need to secure meaningful, lasting employment. That's cool. That's cool. It's not an actual degree, but I mean, I'm glad that you went and you've obtained further education, and that should be cool. That's awesome. Maybe I need to do a better job of qualifying my statements. Yeah, I'm kind of equating Job Corps. It's I have degrees from the U.S. Army, Fort Sam Houston Medical School. That degree don't mean shit. I actually have a few degrees and certifications and shit don't mean nothing. Even my first degree, it's whatever, right? Fuck cares. When I'm talking about your education, yeah, Job Corps has loans, really? Yeah, I just have to look that up. That's weird. Loans? Maybe for non-traditional, maybe they have something for non-traditional learners. I have to look that up. That's interesting. But G-Man and Mr. Deroy Cruz have the same issue. Or I am not articulating my points the best. That's also a possibility, or a combination. when I talk about education, in general, that is referring to formal education, university, college, what have you. If you're doing a vocation, you're doing something like, I don't know, pipe fitting. There's some good shit in there. There's some good money in there. But that's not the context to which, from what I'm referencing. When I say that you're not very educated on the topic, when you start talking about sexual orientations, Mr. Deroy Cruz, you don't have to go and get a liberal arts degree to know that atheist is not a sexual orientation. Okay? If you're going to make arguments about morality, and then you state that the only morality is a Christian one, well, that tells me you've not actually studied any philosophy at any point in time. People have been arguing about philosophy. What's that? Johan Roderick, the audacity. This man has the audacity to try and come at me with this bullshit. That's what I'm talking about, Mr. Cruz. You don't. And again, I'm not saying that you have to sit in a fucking classroom. You have to sit in a philosophy course to learn this stuff. Some of it you can learn online. A lot of it you can learn online, as a matter of fact. Or you can go buy your damn book, ebook, whatever, and learn about this stuff. When I'm saying that you are not educated on these topics, you try and chastise folks from a position of not knowing a whole of a hell lot. I'm not going to go into meta-ethics because I am not sufficiently educated on meta-ethics. I'm just giving you an example. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe it's me not articulating specifically what I'm saying, but that's fine. We can clear that up.
We had so many homosexuals, sitting next to us, sweating on us, taking showers with us, you name it. We was getting teased every day about it, by everybody. So I am too close to this. I'm too close to this. Now you might...
I mean, look, okay. Let me just... All right, man. Look. I'm going to actually end it here. I will do part 2 of this shit maybe later today. I'm going to go for a walk or something, or work. Actually, I think I got a meeting today. What is this? Annabelle, €5. I'd just like to point out that I am a sexy atheist. Well, more of a gilf to be exact. There you go. Hell yeah, Annabelle.
I stole $3,000.
That was delayed. Mr. Cruz, I have showered about 30 to 60 dudes at any one time, okay? You're not going to find any sympathy from me. I've been outside sweating. I've slept in so many vehicles next to half-naked men in the Army. I'm sorry. You're not going to find no sympathy from me. It's okay, and so the fuck what? You got teased because there's gay dudes? Awesome, cool. Try training for war with gay dudes. Oh my God. They can do shit too. So the fuck, why is it an issue for you? Because other people, so and this sounds like kids. Like these sound like teenagers saying shit like this. Why are you upset decades later about teenagers saying shit? Like, come on. Like, did that really have an impact on you? That couldn't be the case. 30-something years later, and you upset because teenagers made fun of you because there's gay guys in your vicinity. Really? You are too old. Way too old for this. I'm not gonna have any sympathy for you on that. Is he a tanker? If you take out the N, probably. But it's just, come on, man. Like I said, folks, that's just like, who the fuck cares? Jeremy says we had homosexuals sweating on him. He had homosexual. I forgot Jeremy was in the Navy, so I instantly said I saw we. He had homosexuals sweating on him. Was he in the bed with them? I'm trying to figure out.
I stole $3,000.
I don't know. I mean, people got to be pretty close to you to sweat on you, but I'm afraid to ask about the details of them stories because I'm gonna probably learn some stuff I want to know. But just okay, cool. I've had straight dudes and gay dudes sweat on me. I don't know. Maybe the straight dude sweat outcompeted the gay dude sweat. Just come on. The reason that I would be concerned with people sweating on me, MRSA. That's what you should be concerned about. That's what you should be concerned about. MRSA. If you've ever seen or cleaned out a MRSA wound from contact with another person's skin, this shit's nasty. It makes a hole, like a divot in your skin. It's nasty. It's so nasty. So nasty. So, anyway, that's it, folks. This is just depressing. Hopefully Mr. Deroy can get something out of this. And like I said, I will end on this, even though I know he's just gonna pick out the parts of this that tickle his fancy. Maybe you should start by sitting down and understanding a few basic things, Mr. Deroy. First of which, you need to actively listen to folks. I know that you think that you engage people, but if you want to have an amicable conversation, you want to have a civil discourse with people, it is imperative that you actually pay attention to what people say, because you have this habit, and it's not just you have this habit of picking up on certain words that people say, and then you leave out any of the context. If you need to go look up the word context, go look up the word nuance, Nuance. Yeah, nuance. Go look it up. If you don't understand the context, fine. You know what? Say here, Dragnauct, here's a list of things that I want you to address in the video so I can review it. And I will. That's my second point. List them all. Why are you an atheist? Tell me your reason so I can respond. Whatever. I'll do it. I actually made a video so you could review it. And maybe this was while you were taking your hiatus. You probably missed it. I'll make another one. It's fine. But I'd rather you do that than try to tell me what my positions are. That's not the best idea, because I can just make up shit about you, but then there's no point in me talking to you if I'm just going to make up stuff about you. Again, I understand that you're kind of irate in this video, a little bit maybe not even irate, a little bit agitated, a little bit pissed off in here. That's fine, perfectly fine. You made some flippant remarks, or remarks that I'm going to just assume were flippant. Not going to take them too seriously at all. So the choice is yours, Mr. Cruz. Choice is yours. I'm still going to review your shit. You can block me. That's perfectly fine. I'm still going to review your shit. Good old YouTube turn to service. So, on that note, I think I will get some tacos today, actually. Thank you. I might get You know what? I think I'm going to do something nice for Mrs. Drag. Yeah. I got an idea. Folks. I'm not going to say it because Mrs. Drag's watching, but I got an idea. So, anyway, y'all have a good day. Actually, y'all want to hear the G-Man Audacity song? Let me play you out. Is that what y'all want? I can do that. If you want that, I will play it. If not, I'm just hit this in-stream button, and everything will be good. Everything and whatnot. What is this? Mute. Job Corps. Got a career, yeah. For young adults aged 16 to 24. Huh. They got computer networking and Cisco training. welding, healthcare unit coordinator, construction craft laborer. That's some pretty interesting stuff here. Let's see, apply. Huh. Oh yeah, I'm gonna play the other ones. I think that's on Moot Luker. Let me see if I can find that one. I think that's let me see. Okay. I think this is it, folks. This is one of the songs. There you go. All right, folks. That's it.